You need cash quickly, maybe for a major home repair, to help out a child, or for a medical emergency. Is there any place to go for a low-cost loan? The best answer may be to tap your 401k or 403b. To fill us in on the pros and the cons is my proficient law partner, Mike Solomon. Thanks for joining us today. So we can borrow from our 401k or our 403b?
Yeah, typically you can. You're allowed to borrow up to half the account balance, up to $50,000 under the tax laws. And if the plan allows you to do it, you can do that.
And the loan is low cost?
Yes, typically, you pay it over 5 years, relatively low interest, and the better thing, or the great thing about it, is you're paying yourself. So you're paying interest to your 401k account or your 403b, so that keeps the cost down for you.
All right. So since the cost is so low, can I borrow from my 401k to pay off high-interest credit card loans, for example?
Yes, they don't care what you borrow it for. So you can borrow the money, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and then pay yourself back over 5 years into the plan at a relatively low interest rate, yes.
All right. So you borrow, you pay yourself back, it's a low interest rate anyhow. Those are all pros. There's always cons. There's always something negative.
Well, there's a potential lost opportunity. If you're borrowing the money from the plan, let's say you had your 401k plan sell some stocks, and those stocks zoom up in value, then you lost that opportunity to make a lot more money.
Zoom up in value after you sold it.
After you sold it. So you've lost that opportunity. You've taken the money out, and you lost that growth of the stock, and you're paying yourself back at a low interest rate.
Is that the only con? The only negative?
There's one other one. If you don't pay the loan back, if you don't follow the rules, then all that loan is going to be deemed income to you, and you're going to pay income tax on it. And if you're under 59.5, not only do you pay income tax, you pay a 10% penalty. So that's pretty much of a disaster. So you've got to pay it back, or you're going to have a lot of income tax
And you
problems.
said, when you say pay it back, that you've got 5 years to pay it back.
That's right. If you're working for your employer, they're going to take a certain amount out of your paycheck, each paycheck over that 5-year period, and you'll pay it back.
Can you pay it back earlier if you get the money from someplace else?
You can always pay it back earlier, you just can't pay it back later.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. Great information. Another source for emergency cash if we need it.
Yes.
You're always better growing your 401k for retirement. You're always better off. But if you're desperate for cash, though, borrowing from a 401k may be a smart option. Before you take a loan, though, make sure you'll be able to pay it back on time. Otherwise, that loan could become terribly costly. Now, if you have any questions, give Mike a call, and we'll be back.
Call Budish, Solomon, Steiner, and Peck at 1-888-236-5173 for more information or to schedule a speaker for your organization. Or log on to www.budishandsolomon.com.
Thanks for joining us today. On next week's show, are you really ready for retirement? We'll help you create a list to keep your new life of leisure lucrative. We'll map out the means for protecting yourself from melanoma. And is your home just ho-hum? You can liven up your living space with tips from our mini makeover. Now, until next week, though, please remember to make the most of your golden opportunities.
Would you like to join our kitchen conversation? All you have to do is call toll-free 1-877-765-1543 and leave us your question, name, and phone number. Or log on to www.golden.tv for all the latest information and show updates.